various encounters with the customer, I've always started my call by trying to do a need analysis of the customer. Whenever I start doing my need analysis with the customer also has a lot of questions to ask me. And there's always a dwell that should I ask my questions first or should I allow the customer to ask his questions first? Remember, you have already learned that you need to do a need analysis of the customer. But in the process of doing this need analysis, the customer doesn't allow you because he has his own objections. And when the customer raises his objection, you cannot tell the customer, wait, let me conduct my need analysis first, because customer is the king, and if he has a question to ask you, you better allow the customer to ask his questions first. Now how do I do? How do I allow the customer to raise his objection and at the same time conduct my need analysis? When I start making a call, the first objection which a customer will ask, and remember, this has happened with me across the world. I have been selling across the world, and whenever I met a customer, this is the first objection that a customer often puts up. What is that objection? Objection number one. Whenever I try to sell a customer my product or service, the customer said, no, I don't want to buy your product. So, no, I don't want to buy your product is the first objection which a customer will raise. Now, if a customer has said, no, I don't want to buy your product, what do you normally do? I have seen salespeople normally trying to defend themselves. So, when a customer says, no, I don't want to buy your product, a salesperson normally says, oh my God, sir, why don't you want to buy my product? My product is so good. This product of mine has changed the life of so many people on this earth. I have sold this to your best friend, and why don't you want to buy my product? Now, this is not the right course of action. Why? Because customer has raised an objection, customer has said that no, I don't want to buy your product. I can't be defending myself by saying that no, yes, you want to buy my product, because by doing that, I will end up with two eventualities. Either I win the argument, so I prove that the customer is wrong, or the customer wins the argument and he proves that he is right. Now let's analyze. If the customer has proved that he is right, he will not buy my product. If I prove that I am right and the customer is wrong, he still will not buy my product because he gets into an ego issue. This small guy has come and proven that I was wrong. Customer doesn't like this. So what do? We don't enter into an argument with the customer. When the customer raises objection number one, no, I don't want to buy your product, don't try to prove that yes, you should buy your product. When he says no, I don't want to buy your product, quickly do a need analysis. So instead of saying, or instead of arguing, or instead of debating, quickly say, all right, no problem, sir, if you don't want to buy my product, but please tell me what product are you using right now? Since when have you been using it? What's the kind of brand that you're using? What's the kind of features that your existing product provides you? What's the kind of assistance that your existing product provides you? So objection number one, no, I don't want to buy your product. That's from the customer. And how does the salesman take it? He doesn't take it with an argument. What he does, he just quietly does a need analysis around the question. So what is the question? No, I don't want to buy your product. So it's a product question. So quietly do your need analysis around the product and try to understand what is the kind of product that he is using right now. If you do so, you will quietly do your need analysis, and in the process, you would also have handled that objection. You will often find that the call doesn't get off track, the call doesn't derail, the call continues the way you would like the call to continue. If not, if you enter into an argument, you will often find that the call derails and the customer starts asking you a number of questions for which you don't have an answer, and you had gone there to sell a product, you had gone to there to sell a service, and you end up answering so many questions to the customer which are totally irrelevant for your sales call. So remember friends, handling objection is about quietly embedding your need analysis around the objection and not trying to argue with the customer on the objection. Wish you a very happy selling. Next time you encounter a customer, do not argue. Quietly do your need analysis around objection. That's objection number one, I don't want your product.